This is the Arizona Wildcats Video Extra, brought to you by Fry's Food Stores. I'm Star Sports Editor Ryan Finley here with Jon Gold.
A lot of enthusiasm there.
Thank you. Johnny, it is the month of July.
Yes.
Which means we're getting that much closer to football. Pac-12 Media Day is coming up at the end of the month, and then you've got the month of August for training camp. Let's talk just a little bit about some of your early impressions.
Okay.
When you cast your Pac-12 vote, in your standings, who's winning the South? Who's winning the North?
UCLA is winning the South.
Okay, well, let's talk about UCLA for a minute.
Yeah.
Why? I mean, you look,
the
USC
talent infusion over the last few years, I'm just going to interrupt you.
Yeah,
the
go
talent
for it.
that has exploded at UCLA is unbelievable, given where they were just a few short years ago. And you can call it Jim Mora, or you can really call it what the truth is Westwood, and what UCLA should have always been. And I think the problem with UCLA wasn't, wow, this team is finally realizing its potential. It's why didn't they do this sooner? And the reason why they didn't do it sooner is because for 95 years it feels like they kept coming from the UCLA coaching pool and getting guys who are glad-handers and not real serious football men. That's what Jim Mora is. He's really changed the program around. Again, the talent there is unmatched, certainly in the South. You look at what a team like Arizona State lost, you look at what USC has lost, and they have a good, USC's back on the rise again, but no team has the offense, the defense, finally the offensive line that UCLA has, and I think they're a match for any team in the country at this point. Yep.
Carl Durrell, Bob Toledo, send your hate mail to Jon Gold.
Yeah,
that is jgold@azstarnet.com. Johnny,
Return to center, Carl.
Johnny, there's this perception, though, through the years that UCLA always got good players.
Incorrect.
But it was incorrect.
Yeah, they did get good players. They didn't get great players. And the difference in the Pac-12 South and really in the Pac-12 as a whole is USC got so much talent in the 2000s that when they went on sanction, it wasn't just about who was not going to USC anymore because of the numbers. It was about who was able to trickle to the rest of the league. And so that's how you saw a team like Oregon continue on its upward trend, how Stanford took advantage, how Washington took a step up, and how UCLA took a huge step up. Is you look at the 12 guys that USC didn't have room on the roster for because of sanctions are now, 6 of them are at UCLA, 2 of them are at Stanford, 1 of them's at Oregon, 1's at Washington, 1's at Arizona State, 1's at Arizona, and all of a sudden UCLA stockpiled the talent. It's dissipated throughout the rest of the league, and I think USC is going to be back on the rise this year, but they're still a notch below.
This is the Arizona Wildcats Video Extra, brought to you by Fry's Food Stores. Johnny, one more thing here. Let's talk about the North. Is it as simple as this is Oregon's division until they lose it, or are we talking Stanford yet again?
I think Stanford's the team, and as great as Marcus Mariota is, people are really sleeping on Kevin Hogan. He's a really good quarterback, and I think because he's not Andrew Luck, people think, oh, they got no one. The key to Stanford's success, though, is what they've done up front. That offensive line is phenomenal. Andrus Peat will be a top 15 pick, as he should be. It seems like every single year they've got a guy within the first couple rounds. David Yankee went way too low, I will say that, in this last draft, but Stanford has done a great job up front. They have a real good mentality, and I think this is the year they really kind of topple Oregon rather than keep it a game.
This is the year, I think, also, when you talk about Kevin Hogan, he was labeled as sort of a game manager, in part because they gave the ball to Tyler Gaffney so much, threw the tight end so much. I think this is the year that he's actually going to be able to throw downfield more, lead more like Andrew Luck did
Hogan
in
and
his
Montgomery.
last couple of years. Yeah,
Ty Montgomery. He's going to be the guy this year.
Yeah, it's interesting. John, can you believe football's right around the corner?
I can't. I'm ready to sleep. This is happening way too fast for
It's
me.
way too fast. Where'd your summer go?
Exactly.
For Jon Gold, I'm Ryan Finley. This is the Arizona Wildcats Video Extra, brought to you by Fry's Food Stores. We'll see you next time.
Try this matchup. Low prices and faster checkout. You can count on it at Fry's.